I want to share with you things I wish I had known before becoming a mom. Pregnancy is a blessing, but with its challenges. Pregnancy is very demanding. How I wish I knew how demanding it is. It is demanding financially, physiologically, psychologically, and more. In the financial aspect, pregnancy is not as easy as we think it is. Apart from having the obligation to buy baby items like clothing and other things that will be needed. The medical aspect is there because you have to go for checkup. You have to do some tests and ultrasounds. How I wish I had known how demanding it is financially, because when it comes to CS, that is part of the medical financial aspect I want to talk about. Most moms, most parents are not prepared for this. When one is pregnant, we all have faith, we all believe, we all trust God for smooth delivery. You have to have extra money in your account in case of emergency like CS. I never envisaged CS when I was having my babies, and no one prays for it as a believer. But it happens. To save the life of the mother and the baby so that you don't run etasketa and waste time, it is advised that you have enough money. Where someone who gives birth through the birth canal is paying 30,000, a woman who undergoes CS or who will be undergoing CS should get prepared for anything from 250,000 naira to 500,000 naira depending on the hospital. That is not to say I did not prepare. Remember, I waited for a very long time, so I prepared very well for my first baby and second baby. I never envisaged cesarean section because of the belief that a believer should give birth like an Hebrew woman. If you give birth through cesarean section, it is either you are under a siege or demonic attack, or you are a sinner. I want us to change that mindset. It is not true. CS has saved many lives, both that of the mothers and the babies. I want to use this medium to appreciate my doctor, my gynecologist, a mother indeed, Professor Kike Adeshina. She helped me and was supportive throughout my pregnancy through delivery. So how I wish I knew that my preparation should not just be that let's go to the hospital and have our babies and come back. My CS was because of my age, not that my babies were breached. So anything could happen. When your doctor advises CS, don't start casting and biting. Act fast to save the life of your baby and yourself, or that of your wife and your baby, in the case of the husbands. Another area I had a challenge that I wished I was told, or I wished I read enough, or I wish I was informed, well informed, is the area of breastfeeding. I struggled so much through breastfeeding my babies, especially the first child. I was not informed that my emotions could affect my supply of milk. When you are depressed, when you are anxious, when your mental state is not well, it will affect your breast supply. No matter the medication you take, it will not work. Now I have been able to study my body and know that after delivery I must be so intentional and careful about my mental state, because if I worry about anything, if I am not at peace, I first sign I get is from my milk supply, which eventually affects my baby. I have to be very careful and well informed. I was well prepared for pregnancy. In fact, every month, the next thing that will happen to my baby and myself, I knew it well. I was well informed about pregnancy, but I neglected totally everything after delivery, the postpartum period, which was a great challenge for me. So I want to tell new moms that whatever you are facing, it will soon be over. Everything you are passing through, you are not alone. If you are preparing for pregnancy or you are a new mom, all these things are normal and you will soon be okay. So you are not alone at all. If I had watched videos like this, I would have not had any problem at all. I would know that everything I was going through was normal and it's okay and that I will be okay with time. So make sure that you are well informed about pregnancy, delivery and post-delivery. Make sure it is balanced. Another aspect I wished I was told or I knew or was well informed about is the self-care of the mom. I took this area for granted. I was so naive about this aspect. After delivery, I thought I could do everything. I thought I could be a perfect mom. I took everything upon myself. I was not sleeping well because I was always watching the baby. I don't know, maybe it was because I had waited long before the baby arrived. So I felt it was my duty to watch the baby. When I was supposed to sleep, I was not sleeping. I was not resting enough, no exercise. I actually ate well during pregnancy, but during delivery, my appetite reduced. And I was not intentional about this aspect to make sure that I eat well, even though I was encouraged to. I want to tell you that the self-care of the mom is paramount. If you want your baby to be healthy, make sure that you are also healthy. Make sure you rest well, make sure you exercise well, make sure you take enough fluid, make sure you eat well and delegate duties. You can never be a perfect mom. How I wish I knew. Make sure that you seek help, get helping hands. When people visited me and asked for my consent concerning help, I never wanted to disturb anyone. So I just told them it's okay by me, that they should not worry. Every time the baby was sleeping, instead of resting, I used those periods to quickly do one or two things in the house, which later affected my state of health. So I want to tell you that self-care is very important. Be intentional about it. I never knew anything about self-care until now. Another point is that I was not told or I did not read enough. I was not well informed that as a new mom, you should only get a few clothing for your babies because they will outgrow it so soon. I bought so many clothes which the baby was not able to use because the baby outgrew it as in just a few months. So just get a little as the baby grows. I was also not told that I should worry less about baby's milestone or development. Every baby is unique. Do not compare your baby with other babies who were born the same period. And also make sure, because some of these problems are caused by mothers who are experienced, who put pressure on new moms by asking questions like, your baby not walking? Is your baby not doing this and that? Is your baby not sitting? The new mom is under pressure to make sure the baby attains a particular milestone while the baby is not ready for it. With patience, since babies are different, your baby will also attain that milestone. I will only advise that you should be observant so that if there is need to report back to your doctor, or you do that as soon as possible. But there's no need to worry about any milestone or to compare your child with other children and give yourself unnecessary anxiety. Bible says our children are wonderfully made. With faith, it's going to be well with our children. So there are certain things we worry about as new moms that is not necessary. I remember when I had my first son, I was too careful by writing everything I see that I just feel it's not right. It's not that it's not right, but it's just my own thinking that it's not right while I'm not a medical practitioner. So I listed everything out. It was a very lengthy list. I took it to the pediatric, and when I gave them the list, I met two of them. They started laughing and I felt embarrassed. But now I know why they were laughing. The first question I was asked was, is this your firstborn? And I said yes. And they said, Madam, go back, all is well with your baby. No drug was given to my baby. My brother that I'm talking about is also a pediatric doctor. When I told him this was what happened, he also started laughing. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, but we are not God. With God, everything shall be okay with our children. It's okay if you observe anything you're not comfortable with the pediatric doctor. Because we should not be anxious about anything, but in prayers, as we are praying for our children, let's have that faith that all shall be well. One of the things that was my concern was colic, which is not even a disease. Because the baby was crying too much and I was not comfortable with the cry. I felt the way the baby was moving and just twisting the body. I felt my baby was in serious pain. It's even part of the normal development of a baby. But in my entire life, I've not seen another person's baby go through that. So I felt what was wrong with my baby. Because of the way our bodies are built up, more obvious in some babies than the other. If not, it's very normal. How I wish I was told that I will have so many doctors and judges as a new mom around me. As a new mom, don't be surprised that everybody will be your doctor, even those who have never gone through the medical school. Everybody will be your judge, even those who have never gone to the school of law or studied law. Please, I'm not saying that you should neglect their advice, but be careful so that you are not pressured, thereby causing unnecessary anxiety. If you have a concern you cannot handle, report back to your doctor. I have also observed that there is always a clash between the medical advice and the traditional or cultural advice, and that is why one has to be careful as a new mom. Your doctor is saying this, your own mom is saying this, or your mother-in-law is saying another thing. Don't mind. Your doctor is saying exclusive breastfeeding. Your mom is saying don't mind them. The baby's throat will be too dry. Your doctor is saying that the baby should not be thrown up and down because of the implications. that follows, and your mom is saying that it will make the part of the body to be strong or stronger. So the new mom is in a dilemma on whose instruction to follow. How I wish I knew and read enough about the postpartum period to know that the new mom should always surround herself with people of like minds, with people who will understand her so that she can be well taken care of, so that her concerns can be communicated well to those people. One of the errors we make, I don't know who is at fault, either the husband or the wife or both. Most times, because of our culture or our backgrounds, those who come around the new mom as caregivers add to her challenge, and sometimes she finds it difficult to even communicate her needs. I don't think it is compulsory that it should be a particular person that the culture is recommending that should be your caregiver, because it's a critical state, it's a critical period. So make sure somebody who will stay with you and care for you and your baby after delivery should be somebody who is understanding, somebody who will not give you emotional and physical stress, because this stress will affect your baby. Make sure it is somebody who you are comfortable communicating with. I wish I knew and was told that after delivery so many things about my body will change. After delivery, the first comment I had from a nurse who is a family friend was that, "Why are you so dark?" My complexion changed drastically. I was very dark. Everything about me changed. How I wish I knew and was told that after delivery, motherhood is not a joke. I want to correct this impression. It's from my own perspective, it is wrong to say somebody is just an housewife or stay at home mom. The work in the home is more than the 9 to 5 job that we are taking too serious, because I discover that anytime my husband leaves for work till he comes back, I will not sit down and he will still meet me there working. So what are we saying when we say somebody is not working, is just an housewife or a stay at home mom? The work at home is more than that salary job that we are taking serious. Welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria Atini Audu-Zubairu. This is a Christian parenting channel, and my aim in this channel is to make the parenting journey much easier than you think, and to integrate biblical principles in your parenting journey. So we are here to give contents that will make parenting easy for you. All aspects of parenting, from before pregnancy, pregnancy and after pregnancy. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel and on the notification bell. And the reason why you will subscribe and on the notification bell now is that you will become a part of the family. You will be notified by YouTube anytime I drop a video full of value like this one. So I want to give you some few seconds to join my family. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate my old subscribers. I'm not taking it for granted at all. Thank you for the love. Thank you for staying by me. And make sure you drop your comments in the comment section below. What are the things you wished you also knew before you became a parent?